Hey everybody, Brian Horvath here. Excited to be live with you on the first ever live Q&A with LinkedIn, and really want to be able to help you grow and go in your career, help you to know, live, and love the purpose for your career and finances, and specifically using LinkedIn as a tool that it is to help you connect with the right connections so you can really grow and go in your career. And of course, you can ultimately, if you've been a part of one of my classes or courses or videos like this, you know that I believe in helping you identify problems in the marketplace so you can add your value to the marketplace, basically solving those problems that are experienced by prospective clients or target companies or employers or even nonprofits. So it's not always a paid for role or a W-2 role or even a 1099 role, but sometimes the solutions that you bring are problems that are experienced by nonprofits and or maybe churches or ministries or things of that nature. So you really need to be able to have the mindset of adding value, seeking to serve, and be able to help solve problems that are experienced by the marketplace or out there in the world today. And the overall idea of these LinkedIn live Q&As are to be able to answer questions from you. And I have a couple of questions I've received from people, but also a little bit of a coaching gold nugget or whatever to be able to bring to you, whether it's something I've taught many years or whether it's something I've thought about throughout the week or whatever the case may be. We bring them right here to be able to serve you and add value to you so you can grow and go in your career, know, live, and love the purpose for your career and your finances, and using LinkedIn as a powerful tool that it is to help you add value to the marketplace. Sound good? Great. Well, you have an opportunity, if you're watching this live, to go ahead and put some items in the chat, and I'll be checking the chat. Since it's the first live, I don't have all my super duper technology set up the way I think I'd eventually like it, but I'll be checking down here in the chat to be able to see what questions you may have. So I'm going to go ahead and even test it myself. Glad to be here. Glad to be here to serve you. So, and I didn't spell here right. And I probably didn't spell it right again. But this is good because I get to see the chats coming up or whatever in the window. So very cool stuff. I'm glad you guys are here, and looking forward to serving you today. So here we go. Here's a little note from me. Hey, I'm here. And that's me spelling it correctly, actually. So good stuff. All right, so let's go ahead and jump into it. What I want to cover today in a gold nugget is really an overview of LinkedIn's kind of initial or first impression that is made for you as a LinkedIn user, as someone that's trying to network, whether it's to as a job seeker to find a new job, or maybe it's just to make further connections within your industry or whatever the case may be. LinkedIn is not always for people that are looking for a new job. It's a great place to network. 740 million people are on the platform today worldwide. Actually, 76% of the users are outside of the United States, but there's 170 million plus people in the United States that are on LinkedIn today. So a great opportunity for you to not only be found if you are searching for a new opportunity, but also just to grow your and expand your network professionally. And of course, again, if you're seeking to serve, if you're adding value, then you need to be on LinkedIn to identify those problems and provide solution to those problems that are experienced in the marketplace and in ministry or in nonprofits and so on and so forth. So let's go ahead and jump in. I'm going to jump over to my iPad here, and let's see if I can find it. I'm going to provide for you. Hi, how you doing? It works. Okay. I'm going to just kind of illustrate a little bit here of what I'm trying to say about, let me add something here. What I'm trying to say about, where is my window overlays? There we go. Want you guys to be able to see me and see the goofy faces I'm making or whatever. So there we go. All right, so what I'd love for you guys to do is follow along with me, and I want to kind of paint the picture of a framework of what LinkedIn looks like for us. And then we'll jump over to LinkedIn itself and a couple tools to help you to make that first impression that I think is important for everybody to use on the platform. And so what it looks like is we want to kind of think of LinkedIn, somewhat of a rectangle from top to bottom. So if you reverse the rectangle, a web page essentially, and right up top of your profile, you have what's called your cover image or cover photo. Hopefully everybody can see that okay. And inside of that cover image is also your profile picture, right? Profile picture. Okay, and what I think it's really important is that we make this, you kind of think about this in a way that is a headline of a newspaper. Okay, a headline of a newspaper. So essentially, at the headline of a newspaper, you have what? You have in the headline. Actually, and let me do this. Let me kind of take it one step further. Let me go ahead and call it just the title of the newspaper. Okay, the actual title of the newspaper. Okay? That's what you want for yourself. You want to be able to have up top a image that conveys your personal brand, who you are, maybe what you do, how you do it, and that speaks in a way that's in a digital space without someone meeting you personally, of seeing your personal brand, seeing your personality, seeing what you're all about. And what you can do with that is you have a cover image. And that cover image, like I said, is right here. And in that cover image, we want to use a program called Unsplash. Okay. And let me go back to the title. So the title I'm trying to say here is if you were going to go to where we live here in Tampa, there's Publix or any grocery store or place where sells newspapers, you're going to maybe pick up your newspaper that you pick up every day and you just have a rapport with it and it has a rapport with you. It has brand equity with you. But in this case, if someone jumps onto your profile on LinkedIn, they don't know you. You really want to represent well up top your brand and provide an opportunity to build equity. And what that cover image can do is really build some equity. It can kind of help you be recognized for what you do best, maybe, or how you go about your business, or what your personality is like. And so that cover image, that says a lot about you. You've heard the term "pictures speak 1,000 words." So we're going to show you how to grab a cover image, how to orient it in such a way that you can drop that right into your LinkedIn profile. That's going to be able to speak a lot about who you are and what you do and what you're trying to accomplish, and talk a lot about your brand equity and personality and stuff. Okay, got it? So the title of the newspaper, let's call it the USA Today. They have a logo up top. They have something that has an image that causes people to stop, maybe purchase the paper from folks that have never purchased it before. But again, it adds to the brand equity. And then up the top left, you have your profile photo and profile pic. And that really is important. That's really important because I think it's over 56%. It could even be higher. 56% of folks have their profiles clicked on because they have a picture. Because people can see who they are. People can see their smiling face or not. And it really generates an opportunity for them to be, someone to be more interested in them. And so maybe you've probably done that, right? You see some of these LinkedIn images or LinkedIn profiles where all you see is like a little avatar image. And you're like, well, okay, their headline or what they say they do or what they've done in their career is great, but I really can't see them and I'm just not so sure. Is this person who they say they are? Does their picture show that they could be trusted? It says a lot, right? It says a lot. My goal for you is to help you make this come alive. And the way to do that is to be able to have the real you in that picture. So imagine it's like, okay, hey, here I am. I'm in the picture now. And people have an opportunity to click on you, or there's more likely to click on you, statistics say, because someone has a profile photo. Some of you probably have a profile photo, but you're not making it public for people to see beyond your personal network. And so in other videos down the road, we'll share with you how to change that. But that's important, again, connecting the pieces here. We have let's get a better color. We have your profile pic. Okay, we have your profile pic coupled with your cover image, and it makes a nice 1-2 punch at the top to celebrate who you are, what you do, how you seek to serve the marketplace, how you solve problems, and basically it says a lot about your brand equity, it says a lot about your brand integrity, it says a lot about your personal brand in general, and that carries through to a conversation on the phone, to an interview, to how you are in a networking event. It just really helps people connect the dots for you. So it's nice to have them synced up. It's nice to have them on your personal brand. It's nice to have them communicating positive things and communicating clearly who you are, what you do best, and as you seek to serve those who need it the most. There's really a tie-in there. Got it? So let me write that down for you guys. So you want to seek to serve with what you do best. What you do best. And you seek to serve those who need it the most. So that's what I call seeking to serve. You have what you do best. And there's people out there in the marketplace, companies out there in the marketplace, small, medium, large, for-profit, non-profit, domestically, internationally, schools, universities, maybe it's, armed services, whatever it is. What you do best can serve those people in those areas who need it the most. And it's up to you to create your profile in such a way, especially using this profile pic. Okay, this profile pic, right? Oops, wrong button. Using this profile pic here and using this title to really make you stand out off the top. It's going to want to make people do what? It's going to want to make people do more of this, reading the rest of your profile because they like what they see up top. That's the point. So let's take a look what that looks like here on the web. Let's go here over to Chrome. So here is my profile. As you can see here, I am a speaker, consultant, and coach. We'll get into that in another time. But here we have my profile photo. And then here we have my cover image. And basically, as a speaker, consultant, and coach, I'm working with people to help them know, live, and love the purpose for their career and finances. And that's connecting the dots between my photo, which is head and shoulders, no lower than mid-chest, but head and shoulders, mid-chest up. Okay, that's what we want, is mid-chest up, so that you can really be seen. It's almost like someone's looking you in the eyes, if you will, and you're looking at them in the eyes, if you can, virtually there. So that's what you want to be able to do, is have that. Let me go ahead and get this background, make this little round circle so I can be here hanging out with you guys and you can see me. So let me fix that here real quick. There we go. So you want to be able to be seen as someone that adds value, someone that can be trusted, right? So right there in that headspace is where you want that to be. You want to have that fit into that circle there. And then have your cover image up there as well that celebrates your brand and who you are. Okay. Next, we want to go to Unsplash and be able to pick up a cover image. So real quick, back to the LinkedIn thing. As far as getting your cover your profile photo, you want to be able to get one professionally done if you can. If you can afford it, it's in your budget, get one professionally done where they can do a series of shots for you. You want to be able to have the rights to those pictures to be able to use freely as you like. You want to get JPEGs, PNG files, different files. And sometimes you want to get, depending on what you're trying to do, it's called knockout PNGs, which have no background to them that you can lay down on any kind of presentation or any kind of work you're doing in desktop publishing or graphic design or whatever, things like that. Okay. But so that's really important that you have a professional looking headshot from the chest up, looking into a good light and not have any shadows, have a nice background that's not busy, and just really make it nice, clean. Now, if you don't have a professional photographer opportunity, you can very simply use your iPhone or whatever, or your smartphone or whatever, okay? And you can use that in what's called portrait mode or bokeh mode, B-O-K-E-H. That kind of washes out or at least blurs the background and really puts the focus on you. Again, front facing, good light facing your face so you get a good light on your face and people can recognize who you are and that you're looking them in the eyes if you were looking them in the eye in person. Okay, so that's what you want to do there. And then once you go to upload to LinkedIn, you can move it around a little bit to make sure it's centered in the little circle that they provide for you, the little frame right here. Okay, so where you actually edit that is right here in this, click on your little button here. And this little pencil is the icon. Excuse me, that's not what I wanted to do. Oops. Where the heck is that? Is that up here? Gosh, I can't remember where the heck. where the heck that is there. Well, I guess I'll have to put it in the show notes. Why I can't click on that? Oh, there it goes. Duh. Very simply, just click on your profile there. If you don't have one now, it's just a little avatar. You can click on that. And then you go to add photo. You can even add different frames depending on what you like. And I actually recommend you don't add any frames to that. But you just keep it very simple, very straightforward, very much you. And then you click on add photo. And then you can upload a photo or use the camera on your computer. Again, I recommend good lighting, good background, very focused on you, chest and up. You can also click to make it public or to make it only for LinkedIn members or just your network. I prefer to make it public because I want people to be able to see me. If there's recruiters, hiring managers, or those kinds of folks out there searching, I want them to be able to see who I am. Again, that promotes more clicks, that promotes more conversion for actually you to potentially have a call with that person that's looking to hire you for your skill set and your value that you add. Okay. You can also just edit the photo. Like I said, you can reposition. You can see mine here is from a large photo, and I just repositioned and zoomed into my head to make sure it covers from my mid-chest up. Okay. You can filter them. You can adjust them. I think simple is best. Just keep it pretty straightforward and pretty simple so folks can see who you are. Now let's talk about cover photos. Next, we're going to go to what's called Unsplash. Unsplash is a great tool. It's free. And you can search for all kinds of photos that speak to what you do for a living. Let's say, let's call it manufacturing. Say if you're in the manufacturing industry some way, shape, or form, and you're looking for a photo that celebrates or expands on your brand in manufacturing. Okay, so there's all kinds of different pictures you can get here. Now, the kind of pictures I recommend that you get are ones that are more wide, more horizontal than vertical, so that you can fit them into your LinkedIn cover image. Let's go ahead and take this factory one here. I'm going to click download. Again, it's free. And you could say thanks to the photographer and give them credit and all that kind of stuff and kudos. And even refer other people to them if you like the photos you're downloading. So that's just one I picked. So I clicked download, and I'm in Chrome, and it downloaded it to my my download folder. Next, I'm going to go to this program called Canva, Canva, and I'll put a link to in the show notes. I have an affiliate link because I actually use it for my business. And I guess I need to log in here. Go ahead and log in. Oh, it's giving me a code. Should have logged in ahead of time. But what you can do is use Canva for free and type in to search Canva. You want to put in a LinkedIn cover image. Whoops. Okay. Let's just go, because they call them different things. Let's go ahead and just say LinkedIn. Here we go. LinkedIn banner, LinkedIn post, LinkedIn sponsored content. Different things are available. So let's call it click the banner. Okay. And there's a lot of templates in there, but specifically, I'm going to create a blank LinkedIn banner. And I'm now going to, you can see the recently used, this one is from mine, my actually personal. I'm actually going to upload media. And that's the image we just downloaded. There we go. And I'm going to drop that in to this frame, or this. And I like a little bit of that red in there. I think that's neat. So I'm just going to prop this up a little bit so people can see I'm doing manufacturing. You can see it sizes it just for me. And then name it. Let's just call it LinkedIn cover or banner image. And I'll put today's date in there. Then I'll click download. And I'll click what's called PNG. And as you can see, it already gives you the size there. So download that. Now I'm going to jump back over to LinkedIn. and I'm going to change my photo. Upload a photo. And there's the LinkedIn banner. And you can see here, I can straighten it, I can zoom in, zoom out, I can drag to reposition it as soon as it uploads there. Okay, I lost it. Well, you get the point. So that's how you would do it there. And so I don't know why it hasn't come up yet, but let's go ahead and try it again. Oh boy. Where's the picture? Let's recycle that. 3, 2. Let's just click apply, see what happens. I'm not sure why it's not yet populating. But, the inner workings of the web could be, all over the place. Your submission did not succeed. Try again. Well, Bri, maybe I need to actually size it down. So let's go ahead and look into that. How big is this puppy? Okay, it's 1.3 megs. That should be okay. Anyway, not sure why I did that today, but that's how you're going to want to drop it in there. Is you want to size your image and drop it right into this cover area right here. Okay, so again, we went to Unsplash, then we went to we went to Canva, created a LinkedIn banner, edited it, and then downloaded it, and then we put it in. So then you have a 1-2 punch. You have your cover photo or banner image, and then you have your profile photo. And what that does is creates and prompts an opportunity for your brand to be represented well. That is going to cause people to click and show interest if they landed on you to connect with you, or they land on you to hire you for a reason or another. Then that's a great way to get clicks. That's a way for them to get to know you quickly and to start building rapport and building a relationship with them where it makes sense. So very cool stuff. And let's go ahead and go back to what we were doing earlier here. So those are some great ways that you can use LinkedIn really quickly as you build a profile. One of the biggest challenges people have is they get hung up on the technology. It's really not that difficult. There are times when you have issues, but you're usually able to work through them. And of course, you can always email me at brian@brianhorvath.com. I'd love to help you and serve you in that way. So I got a couple of questions here that people have asked regarding LinkedIn, and one of them that came in is, I'm not searching for a job right now, so why is LinkedIn important to me? And I hear that question a lot because folks sometimes just, they're busy. Life is busy, and if you're not looking for new work or new opportunities, you may think, well, I'll just keep LinkedIn. If I have a profile at all, I'll just keep it status quo. But I want to encourage you that I like to use this farming analogy to explain this one. Farmers know the right time to plant, to sow seeds, to plant their crops. And they also know when harvest time is. And what they also know is if they miss those windows of opportunity, they won't be marketing their produce come time to sell what they have. They won't have anything to bring to market. And the same goes for LinkedIn. You don't want to wait until you need the help or you need to go out and job hunt or job search or to look elsewhere. You want to dedicate each week now to building your profile, to growing your profile and growing those relationships, making those connections. So when the time comes, when new opportunities are sought out by you or new opportunities find you, you're ready to go. Okay, so I really want to encourage you, especially with recruiters who are looking for people like you to do best, who do best what their clients need the most. And you need to be prepared to have a relationship with these recruiters, to be in their, not necessarily their back pocket per se, but in their network, their tight-knit group of people they can go to when they have an opportunity come across their desk and they want to fill a position. Is that you? Do you have any relationships built, or are you just looking to chase those relationships in a time of need? Keep that in mind. Consider that as you go and grow in your LinkedIn profile. Also, 96% or 95% of recruiters are on LinkedIn, so you want to build relationships with those folks now, and that's another topic for another day. But how to do that? But I don't love my profile. Will it hurt me if I don't have one, or one I think that is beneficial? Again, we just kind of went over this. So another question is, what if I don't have a profile at all? Well, I would suggest that, again, if you want to be known for what you do best, so you can seek to serve those who need it the most, one of the ways they can find you back in the day would be like Yellow Pages, right? Depending on what kind of business you have or what kind of, employee you are or have been or where you want to go next. But LinkedIn is kind of like that Yellow Pages, but for individuals, or maybe, and definitely companies too, but for individuals as well that have value, a product and service, that you bring to the marketplace to solve problems. So again, does this sound redundant? Well, yeah, because it's the same old thing, but it's important. It's foundational. It's, it's fundamental. And you want to have a profile in there that celebrates not just who you are, not just what you've done, but what you do currently and what you want to do in the future. So a whole nother thing we could talk about that. But, sure, you can find a job without having LinkedIn, but I'm telling you, LinkedIn replaces a lot of the old guard. A lot of the old guard of coming when it comes to networking, i.e. writing letters, i.e. going to networking events, i.e. cold calling, a lot of those things can not necessarily not be, I'm not saying they shouldn't be done, but they're not the big percentage of your time like they used to be, because LinkedIn is the number one place for professionals to get together and network. So really want to encourage you to use LinkedIn, use it well, use it for its two main purposes, have an ultimate LinkedIn profile, and I'm telling you, it will make a difference in your career, both now and in the future. So again, I'm Brian Horvath, and I'm excited to be able to bring you these LinkedIn live Q&As on Wednesdays at noon. And I hope you got a lot out of this one. And you can always watch the recordings. I'll have them either on YouTube or in the group, in my Living on Purpose with Brian Horvath group. Those kinds of things. So if you're not a part of my LinkedIn, of my Facebook group, Living on Purpose with Brian Horvath, I'll put in the notes down below an invitation for you to join us, where we help people know, live, and love the purpose for their career and finances. And so great to be with you guys today. Hope you enjoyed it as much as I did, and look forward to hearing from you about what you thought. Provide your questions, I'll provide answers, and we'll continue to do all this together. Have a great day, everybody.